All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Varsity Esports Network pregame show. We first want to apologize for the delay in the stream. Sometimes, as we all know, technology has a mind of its own, which was the case in this instance. So we're a little
And
later than we wanted
life,
to. Yeah, that too. But
children's.
regardless, we want to take a quick look at tomorrow, which will be May the 7th, and highlight some of the games that will be on display, as well as the matchups that we can expect to see for the Arkansas State Esports Championships. We're really excited for tomorrow. We're ready to watch these student athletes compete against each other and showcase all their hard work they put in this year, as well as their coaches in esports. So, without further ado, Mr. Curtis, if you would, let's start the stream with telling everybody about what they can catch on the streams, where they can catch the streams, and estimated start times for each of those games.
Hey, thank you, Woo Pal. Appreciate it. Excited to be here. Excited to do this show. Can't wait for the games tomorrow. It's going to be tons and tons of fun. We'll be covering it. We're going to have the stream for Mario Kart and Madden, and that's going to be hosted by NHS Grizzly Esports, and that is Fort Smith, Northside. They're coached by April Coates, and they're going to be hosting both of those there.
Awesome.
Madden's going to start at 10 o'clock. Mario Kart will kick off shortly after that at 11:30. We're also going to have Smash Brothers Ultimate. That's going to be played tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I don't have a stream for that. Next one we're going to have is Rocket League. Now that's going to be at 2:30, but now that's going to be streamed by Play Versus. So that's going to actually go through them. So we're excited that they're hosting that for Arkansas
For
and that they're putting us in the national spotlight on that. And then the big one, the granddaddy of them all for tomorrow,
yes,
is
yes.
going to be League of Legends at 4 o'clock, brought to you by the VESN. I'm so excited that we're doing this. I can't wait to stream it. It's going to be a ton of fun, and man, it's going to be some great, great esports action tomorrow across the state of Arkansas.
Absolutely. And I guess we'll probably be on, guys. We think about 30 minutes early, kind of talk about the matchup and kind of give some details. That sound about right?
Yeah, it'll be hopefully.
Yeah,
Knock on wood. Hopefully we don't have
that's
a
all right.
replay of tonight.
It's all good.
Yeah, I hope so, and then we can talk about the game. We're going to have a couple of coaches on with us on that stream too, so I'm excited to have them on there and talking to them. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Um, I do want to start out point off that we'll be playing Madden tomorrow. I couldn't find any footage on Madden. It seems to be kind of like a 10 millimeter wrench. There just aren't any of them. Uh,
No,
but
there's
uh,
not.
but Madden will be played, and that's going to be played by D Queen High School, and they're going to be represented by Mr. Payne Thornton, also known as the Payne Train. That will be playing.
Nice.
Matt, yeah, I like that. I like that. I
Nice.
saw that. Yeah, Payne
The
Train.
pain train.
Yeah, and he's going to be playing against Fort Smith Northside, and that's going to be Davian Hinkle, and his team name is just D Hinkle. So that should be real exciting to watch. Neither one of these players, I don't think, are returning champions. So we're going to be crowning a new champion
Awesome.
tomorrow. So that's awesome and amazing. There's a lot of high caliber play in the state of Arkansas with Madden. I'd like to note that we actually know that there were two players that were offered scholarships to play for SAU through Madden. So that's awesome to hear and excited to know that these student athletes are getting scholarships for the hard work they're putting in.
That's what
Yeah,
it's all about.
absolutely.
Yeah. It's about time these kids get a little bit of spotlight that they've worked so hard for and they deserve across all these sports. So yeah, it's always good to see these kids getting some scholarships and getting a little recognition.
Yeah, I'm excited to see those games, and that'll be the first ones that kick off. Um, we're also going to have some Smash Brothers Ultimate action tomorrow, and I'm really excited
Yeah,
about this. Man, it's a real exciting game to watch, really fun. And we're going to have Rogers New Technology High School versus Arkansas High School, and that's down in Texarkana. And I'd mentioned this before in another stream, but I think it's really neat. They are the original Razorbacks. So,
nice. Yeah,
yeah, Fayetteville actually I think pays them $1 a year to use the Razorback mascot or something like
Nice.
that. Don't quote me on that, but I was able to find some video. We got some really good duck hunt play here, and I liked watching it just because it's super action packed, it's fast paced. But I don't think I've seen anybody compete as duck hunt before at the state level. So to know that their player from Rogers here is playing duck hunt and very successful, fun to watch. Like I said, I did watch the whole video, and man, it's just awesome gameplay. Really nostalgic for me too. Playing duck hunt, it's pretty funny. So, the team from Rogers, and that's going to be Matthew Nagai, Dorian Hunter, and Jamar McNeary. And guys, they only lost one set this year, and that was to Conway.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, pretty impressive stuff there that they made it all the way through preseason. That's preseason too. So preseason and the regular season schedule, and the only loss that they had was to Conway. So
That's very impressive. We've watched some of this Super Smash Bros. Action together. I've watched, of course, some of your kiddos at Clinton, and man, you talk about impressive. These kids, it's if you play Super Smash Brothers, like there's a lot of combinations you have to know and combos and when to use this and when not to
Counting
use this.
frames. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, these kids are incredible, man. Their reaction time is just blows my mind.
Yeah. We ready to start the hero video?
yeah. We'll get it. We'll get Texarkana in here. I said I was able to find a video of their hero play. I did show it to several other players. We actually have a player that has a hero main that plays for Clinton, and so he was quick to point out what he thought could be improved, which I thought was pretty funny because they're always looking for ways to improve, and make their game better. So. This was some really nice gameplay out of this hero here, though, and this was a really good match too. It's the other thing, playing against the Falcon. Said super high action in this match and just fun to watch too. And that team from Texarkana is going to be Jesse Powers, Connor Knox, and Zane Sackensmeyer. And this team also only has one recorded loss, and that was to Don Tyson Ledgelords. So we've got two teams coming in here tomorrow that have only had one loss the entire season. So
Wow.
to me, that in itself is impressive. But to know that they're going to be going toe to toe in this 3-person set, man, it should be fun to watch.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can expect some high flying action on that one. I can guarantee you. That's gonna be a load of fun to watch that one.
All right. I'm going to switch over here. Now we're going to switch to our next set, and that is going to be Rocket League.
Another fast paced, high action game. Love it.
Yeah. The best thing about Rocket League is just fun to watch. Even if
Yeah, it is.
you don't know, like I said, I don't know that much about the game, but me and Chuck said this several times while we're streaming it. At first we were a little bit nervous, I think, about streaming it because kind of like, man, we don't know that much about this game, but man, it's just so much fun to stream. I mean, we're just like having a blast streaming it.
It is.
It
and,
is.
and then we started playing it. We were having a blast playing it. So I know me and Whoop House put some hours down on it.
So much fun, man.
All right. We've got Bryant High School is going to be playing Cabot for the finals, AAA finals. Both these programs we're familiar with because they excel in all their games, but both of them are going to be in the Rocket League finals. Bryant said they were in the semifinals 3 years in a row, and they got beat out. And
Wow.
so they're happy that now finally they're in the finals. We're going to go off with some Cabot action here at first. The name of the Cabot's team is Washed Rocket League. This is Dylan Koski, Dakota Sage, Ethan Carroll, and Robert Foster. This first clip here is going to be of Dylan. He's playing Dibbin, and Dibbin, this car right there, the shots that this kid makes is so impressive. And watching these Cabot matches, just constant pressure. There you go. Dibbin scored. he'll take this one all the way across the map.
That doesn't even make sense to me. How do you even do that? I don't know.
I was about to say, Chuck, that aerial right there, that's insane.
It is.
Yeah, no, it's completely insane. Here, Dibben makes another shot that's just like, how you have reaction time for that, I have no idea. But he's not the only one. This BRZ deck, however you pronounce that, I don't understand how to pronounce some of these, but he carries one all the way from across the map. Every one of these kids on the Cabot team are capable of flip resets and carrying them across the map and never touching the ground. So that's the kind of pressure that Brian's going to see. Watching Cabot, they have two exceptional players that are offensive strikers, and then they have a decent defense, but all three of them have full court press. They're not going to let up. Matter of fact, here in just a little bit, I've got some footage that just shows how much pressure they put on. And this is the fifth round gameplay. And that was the fifth round gameplay against Don Tyson. So this is not, a bunch of gold twos are playing. They're playing some of the best there.
Sure.
And next up, we've got what I've been scouting out for Bryant's team. I talked to Sean Foster, their coach, the Rocket League coach, and he had a lot of things to say about the team. That Monk, Landon Brown, that just scored that one. He's a senior this year, excellent player. They've got another one, Gabriel Child, and his gamer tag is G Child, Mr. G Child. You'll see some clips of G Child right here pretty soon coming up scoring, and they have such a well-rounded team. He is a junior, and he's kind of the team leader. He's their captain, and he goes, the seniors have no problem taking direction from G Child because G Child is just, like I said, just such a well-rounded player. To finish up their team, they've got Lance Kirby. He's their other senior. Two of these kids are grandmasters. I think maybe all three of them are. There's G Child there, but yeah. And Lance Kirby actually has got a few scholarship offers for bowling, so that's interesting. He's a bowler too. So if you're a school and you want to pick this kid up, you're going to have to compete against his bowling scholarship. And
does that partially explain the control he has on the ball then?
That may be it. He has the English
that's right.
in the
English.
I think maybe that does have some effect on it. They're playing Subiaco, and we all know how good Subiaco's teams are. And this was in round 4 that, was I didn't see the round 5 match, but the round 4 match was absolutely dominating of Subiaco, which just goes to show you how well these kids are prepared and ready to play.
Yeah,
and on this,
that's going to be a fun match to watch tomorrow.
I know. I'm really excited about it, and I'm not sure. Me and Curtis was talking about calling these, and I really think that this could go either way. Bryant has got the well-rounded team, but when it comes to Cabot, they bring the pressure. They're full on court. They don't let you breathe, and so either team could win this one. And if I'd have to pick a winner, I would say that I'm going with Cabot, but I like the guys over at Bryant so much that I hate to do that. So we'll just see what happens.
Fair enough.
Hey, I did forget to do that, Chuck, and I'm glad you reminded me. I'm gonna go with the Razorbacks just because I can't pick against the Razorbacks, right? So
right.
I'm gonna say Texarkana is gonna win. I know Rogers' new technology, very very strong, very very good team, but like I said, I'm gonna sit over here and say go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Go Hogs. Yeah, go Hogs.
Fair enough. Woo. Now it's Woo Pal's turn to talk about some League of Legends. We've been following League of Legends really close. Everybody knows that, one of the ways this VES thing started was us just watching the state tournament together, talking, and next thing we know, we're live streaming one of the matches just because we was in chat, and they let us on board to do it, and we really appreciate that.
Absolutely,
it's a lot of fun, and that's the reason why I can't pick against Bryant. So,
right. Well, speaking of League of Legends, guys, yep, like you said, tomorrow is the finals. Fort Smith Southside, the MAV
4
Gamers
o'clock.
will take on Don Tyson and the Phoenix Legends. Now, these teams are very equally matched. We're going to show a few clips here of some of the matches that these guys have had. I think this clip here, look here, Malphite ult. Woo! That top laner, I'm telling you, that's one to watch, guys. Fort Smith's top laner. He sets up fights so well. He's such a strong player, especially on Malphite. That's one of his dangerous heroes for sure. I'm sorry, that's the jungler there. Excuse me. They actually played a jungle Malphite in that first one, which is crazy to me. I've never really seen much jungle Malphite play, but it just shows the level of play. They can pick anything and make it work. Absolutely. And we'll move on in here to another clip of another team fight for Fort Smith. Here again, it's set up by Malphite Ultimate right here. Okay, that sets up 2 or 3 players. He catches right there. Already's able to get a few dashes in, use her ultimate, pick a few kills. Now she's going to go through the jungle here and pick up another one. And it's just good movement. They know where everybody's at. They always have good vision. Their team play is so good. Their Darius and their Jinx are just cleaning up kills left and right here at the end. They're in this particular match here, they were so good at making sure that they're looking at towers, inhibitors, the objectives, everything they do it with precision. We watched a couple of these matches and they are incredible. Now this one here, and this is also Fort Smith. This is in their second game where their mid laner actually played a Syndra, and we don't see a lot of a Syndra, but right here you can see poor Ari just gets murdered. Their mid laner is super strong. They can play multiple champions and really make you pay in the mid lane. And I think the final clip here is also from Game 2 of Fort Smith. And something that I want to talk about for sure is they had better not give Fort Smith's support Nautilus. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, that's just a little tidbit there. Their Nautilus play is incredible, and that's what sets up this clip here. Starts off with a great hook. Then Syndra's able to come in from the mid lane and just, lay the smack down, so to speak. Philios also getting in here, doing some work. It just allows them it sets up the team kill. They get positioning just right. They do a really good job of wrapping around. Like I said, their positioning is always on point. They get here, they get a team kill, clean up the mid lane, get the minions, and then off to Baron. They always know when to take a fight, where to take the fight, and put themselves in position to either get an objective, get Baron right here, get a Drake, whatever the case may be. So they're just a really strong team overall. Fort Smith, I'm telling you guys, they're going to be hard to beat. And on the flip side of that, however, we have Don Tyson's Phoenix Legends. So I'm telling you guys, we watched Don Tyson play ASMSA in their semifinals. Okay, so that was a slubber knocker. Okay, it was such a fun match to watch. Trying to pull up here, I can't remember how. Let's see, that was a 2-1, right? Yeah. So ASMSA come out ahead in the first series of that match. ASMSA just played Don Tyson. They knew what to expect, and they played him really well. And then Don Tyson comes back in the next 2 games and just absolutely takes over. I don't know. Their team composition was perfect. Their draft was perfect. Their bans were perfect. They just set up really well. Of course, the top laner got Darius, and it was dunk time all over. Right here, we're getting to see a little dunk time right now. I know Curtis and I got to enjoy that during this match and commentate it, and it was so much fun to watch Yasuo ult and then Darius ult, and Darius wins. So it was just gross all the way around. I mean, it really was. It was so much fun to watch their top laner play Darius. They also played Riven and Aatrox, I believe, in that match, and it's their Aatrox. Ugh, oh my goodness, it's nasty, isn't it? Isn't it, Curtis? It's just gross.
Yeah, we knew going into that match that Aatrox was nasty. We talked about it before, and it did not disappoint.
Absolutely. And right here, their Jarvan player in this one did not get enough credit, in my opinion. He set up team fights so well. That's what a jungler should do. He didn't have the best kill death ratio, but he had like 16 assists in this game. Okay, that's when you know your jungler is doing something right. They're setting up team fights for their team, and like I said, the jungler had 16 assists, which turned into their mid laner having 10 kills. Let's see, their ADC had 4, the top laner had 12. So I think a lot of his setups were due to all the kills, on the ones you want to get fed anyway. So, some of these other clips here, we've got ASMSA had led in part of the match here, and Don Tyson just never relented. We can see Darius again right here on another dunk fest going on. Their Kai'Sa play was super strong, but Darius seemed like Darius and Jarvan were always around. They were always setting up kills. They were always making sure that their Rumble mid laner was another one that was just went off the rocker. He was 10-1-2 in this match. Something else we need to touch on here is their support play as well. We talked about Nautilus on Fort Smith Southside's team. Don
Right.
Tyson has one that plays Lulu, and they actually played a Leona the last 2 matches of this series, and the Leona play was spot on. In the second game, I believe she was 0-1-11, and in the third game, she was 2-1-14. So, what more do you want from your support player? Dying very little, setting up kills. Obviously, in the 2 games there, they had 25 assists. That's exactly what you want. I think this is maybe the last clip right here, and this is another. I mean, team fight is just set up perfectly. They know where to find the kills. They know how to set them up, when to set them up. The Ashe player in this particular match, their ADC, she was 6-3-6. Just really took, like right here. They know when to tower pressure, or they know when to put pressure on the tower. Excuse me. That previous fight there, Mundo stayed under the tower just long enough for that Ashe to push up and get that final kill. I mean, their IQ in this game is super, super impressive. And right here, like we touched on a second ago, Curtis and I were really, really hoping Laugh Wizard for Don Tyson would get Aatrox at some point in time, and in this match they did, and it was gross. As Aatrox and Mundo both were just kind of hanging on that top lane and just really, really just beating the tar out of them in that top lane. It was so much fun to watch. I believe their mid laner was a Kennen, and in that match, their mid laner was 10-0-5. Okay, never died. Their Kennen player was super smart, moved around the match just super well. I think the Mundo was 4-1-8, so the Mundo was like, just really doing a good job of absorbing damage, setting up kills for his team. That's we talked about the Leon and the Ashe in the bottom lane on this map. But here again, Mundo and Aatrox put so much pressure across the entire map that they constantly had to answer. Well, okay, you answer the top lane, well, you're leaving objective open everywhere else across the map, and Don Tyson took full advantage of that, and they did that pretty much the entire game. The both teams are super strong across the board. Every lane, the jungle, support. I don't think I can pick a winner. I don't. I think these teams are neck and neck. I think if you look across like their previous semifinal matches, I mean, they're impressive guys. I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
I think
no, I agree.
it leading up to it. Don Tyson played Green County Tech and went 2-0. Then they played Morrilton Devil Dogs, went 2-0. Played Van Buren, went 2-1, and then of course they finished up their semis with ASMSA Rabbit Hole and went 2-1. And that's the match we spoke on before, where ASMSA took the first one out of the gate and kind of convincingly took it out of the gate. And we were like,
Yeah.
man, it was
Yeah.
surprising. We were like, wait a second, this is not how this is supposed to go down. Well, Don Tyson made some adjustments, and the next 2 games it was I want to say they're both between 20, 25-minute games, something like that. And it was just, they picked them apart, is what they did. And Fort Smith, on their path up here, they've been undefeated. They played Searcy High School and went 2-0. Played Batesville and went 2-0. Played White County Central and went 2-0, and then finished up with Wynn Yellow Jackets and beat them 2-0. So Fort Smith is not used to losing. So especially not here leading up to the championship. Guys, I could talk on these guys all night long. I think they're just, I think they're so evenly matched. We could go either way.
Yeah, and Don Tyson, they're so used to being here. I think everybody's used to having Don Tyson in the championship. We've got some viewers here from Fort Smith Southside. I recognize them. They're always in our chat, and they're acting like they're not concerned. I think one says they went 1-1 in regular season. I'd like some feedback. Did y'all play Don Tyson in the regular season play?
Yes,
did we miss that?
Yes, they did. No. I've got a note on that. They sure did. They actually did play at the end of March, and they did tie 1-1. And that was the outcome. So, that happened in March. So here we go. A month later, we're kind of getting it again. It's going to be great. I'm telling you, these guys are so equally matched. I'm not picking. I can't do it.
Yeah, and so we're gonna be streaming this. Their game starts live at 4:00. We're hoping to have that stream going a little early. Do a little more talking. We'll probably replay this this live show here that we kind of done tonight. We was hoping to get this out a little earlier tonight. Here it is, 11:00, and we finally got it live and about to wrap up. But yeah, Don Tyson's used to being in the championship seat. Fort Smith's not used to losing. They're not going to give it up so easily. I'm ready to see this game. What about you, Curtis?
I'm always pumped up. Looking forward to this. Ever since we did the last stream, man, it's just as close as you can get to like LCS action, and it's happening here in the state of Arkansas. I mean, to me, that makes me so excited. I can't wait to see these two top laners have their slobber knocker match in the top lane. I know they both like playing tanky champions. I can't wait for that. We know how strong Laugh Wizard is. I'm really excited to see that. I'm excited to see the jungle play because we have two really strong junglers coming in here. We've seen both of them play. We've seen the Malphite. We've seen the difference they can make on, even like a meta pick. And then like Wu Pao said too, that they're strong across the board. ADCs are good, but I really want to watch these supports and see how they set their teams up. I love how they don't penalize their team. That's the big thing. I'm going to get you assist. I'm going to not take any deaths. I'm going to play really smart, and I'm going to set you up. And I love watching that play. I love watching that dynamic in the bottom lane. And I'm going to pick a team, guys, because I just want to do it just because it's fun. I know Don Tyson is the juggernaut, but I'm going to go with Fort Smith on this one. I just got a feeling. I don't know. Call me crazy, whatever, but I'm going to go with Fort Smith on this and give them a little bit of edge tomorrow. I know it's going to be a great match, though. I know both teams are just phenomenal. And, man, I am pumped up, ready to call this game and to watch the action.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that Fort Smith brings the gold. That way we have another first place League of Legends team. But at the same time, Don Tyson, they're kind of a dynasty. I'd like to see them. I'd like to see what happens. This is going to be exciting for sure.
I know when I'm talking about this, I almost want to say an upset, but I don't think there's such thing as an upset in this game. In this matchup.
No, both of them are perfectly capable.
They are.
The only upset would be in the fact that Don Tyson has won this, and they're so used to winning it.
True, and I think that's one of the keys is Fort Smith is going to have to find a way to deal with the top laner. They're going to have to figure out a way to deal with Laugh Wizard, but on the other side of that, Fort Smith, their last game I watched them play, their jungler played Malphite game 1, played Viego game 2. That young man, young woman, I'm not sure what they are, but they are an impressive jungler, and they really set up their team well. I think that's two players I'm going to be keeping my eyes on for sure. I'm
Yes,
still not picking a
sir.
team. I'm not picking one. I'm not doing it.
You're not going to do
I'm not doing it.
it. In the chat, AG Turtle thinks you made the right choice, Fooey. So we'll just see if AG Turtle. But I think AG Turtle may be a little biased. I think we may have some Fort Smith Southside love going on in the chat.
Hey, that's all right. I'm okay with that. Yeah,
Well,
I'm okay with that.
And what we touch on too is AG Turtle is the top laner for Fort Smith. He'll be going against the Laugh Wizard, but now AG Turtle plays a very mean Darius himself and plays a very mean Mordekaiser. So amongst other champions, or so that AG Turtle Laugh Wizard in the top lane, we could leave the camera on that all game long, and I'd be happy.
Yeah, if we get,
yeah,
I got a fellow Mordekaiser player in here. I'm liking that. Always love watching some Mordekaiser. Love stomping around with Nightfall and just, smashing other champions with it. Just fun playing.
Absolutely.
But yeah, these two in the top lane is going to be a blast to watch because they're kind of going to be on an island, like they are in the top lane.
True.
And I can't wait to watch them just slug it out.
Well, for League of Legends guys, good luck to Don Tyson. Good luck to Fort Smith Southside. We want to wish all the players and coaches good luck tomorrow. Hope everyone has a good time. We're going to enjoy the heck out of it, I know. Like I said, we will be streaming the League of Legends for sure at 4 o'clock. We'll probably be here about 30 minutes early. So please check us out on Twitch, and we're going to bring it to you tomorrow.
Yeah. NH Grizzly Sports has got Madden at 10 a.m., Mario Kart at 11:30, and then Play Versus Twitch channels got Rocket League at 2:30. But everybody's going to want to hit that 4 p.m. League of Legends play that's coming to you. That's going to be on the _VESN channel. The chat says they're ready, so looking forward to it.